Welcome back to Motorcycle Repair. I'm Kevin. Today I'm going to be showing you how to check the chain sprockets, see if they're worn, see if you've got any tight spots, and just a general check. I'm going to show you what to look out for. Right, so on the bench we've got this LXR 125. It's had a new chain and sprockets just fitted. So basically the first thing you want to check for is any of these links in your chain. Now the best way to do that is spin the back wheel. I won't bother doing it, I'll just talk you through it and see if you've got any links that sort of look kinked. So if a link sort of looks like that, then what you want to do is get your fingers or a pair of pliers and just see if those links move freely. Now if they do, that's fine, but if they're seized like that, you can't move them. 9 times out of 10 you need a new chain. You can try and soak it to try and free it, but if it's an O-ring chain or an X-ring chain, then it's clearly no good, as the O-rings have been compromised, and once they've been compromised, all the dirt and stuff gets inside. So that is time for a new chain. Now obviously it's really important to keep cleaning your chain. If you use your bike throughout the winter, you want to clean it sort of every 2 weeks, depending on what sort of miles and what you're doing with your bike. And another thing is to lube it as well. Make sure it's lubed every week if you're using it, as your commuter. If you're using it as a bit of fun, then obviously lube it accordingly. Now, the more you lube it, the more you clean it, the longer your chain's going to last, literally. And unless you'd have to adjust it. So if we move on from there, now a good way to tell if your chain sprockets are worn out. If you look at your sprocket, now I've got 2 sprockets here for demonstration purposes. I've got a new one and a second-hand one. Now if you look at the teeth on this used one, see if I can get focused. Now you can see they're going quite pointy and sharp. That means your sprocket is wearing, and if your sprocket's wearing, your chain is as well, because the little tumblers on the chain runs on these teeth, and obviously wears the teeth out and wears the tumblers out on your chain, and also the pins that go through the chain get worn, which I'll move on to in a minute and show you sort of what a worn chain looks like. So now another good thing to look out for is hooked teeth. Now if you let your chain go too slack, these teeth will hook over. And once they're hooked over, it's knackered. Your chain's knackered, your sprocket's knackered, and it is time for a new set. Now, if you look at this one, that's a brand new sprocket. Now you can see the teeth are fairly blunt. That's how they should be. That's a good sprocket, that is. Now this sprocket here is obviously the second-hand one. Would be coming up for renewal. It's not quite there, but it's almost there. The pointier they are, or the hooks, the less they are, it's the time to change it. Now, move on to the chain. Pull this chain out scrap bin, obviously one that we've replaced already. As you can see, it's lack of maintenance, it's completely dry and rusty. Now, a lot of people don't realise this. Check a chain, see how worn out it is. Obviously, this needs to be off the bike to do this. Lay it out on the side. And then just grab each side of the chain like this, go backwards and forwards, push and pull. Now, I don't know whether you can see that on the camera, but that, it's not horrendous that, it's not, I've had it where I've had about 3 inches of play, and that's not even joking. Now you can get a ruler and measure the actual play, and that's how you're supposed to do it to check the chain. So if you get a ruler like at this side, lay it against the chain on a workbench, spread the whole chain out, and then just go backwards and forwards and measure from there to there what the play is. But look, you can see from that is about 1 inch of play in that chain. Now, right, so that's that. Now, another way to check it as well, I can quickly demonstrate this, is, now say this is on the bike, like so. That's not even the right chain for that sprocket, but anyway, say that's your chain on your bike. Now normally if you have got a worn chain and sprockets, if you grab, now that's the front of the bike and that's the back, if you grab the back of it, you shouldn't be able to pull much up and down and well, backwards and forwards and up and down. Like if I'll just show you on this side over here. Now if you pinch your chain, I'm not sure, let me just see if I can move the camera for you. Now grab the chain like here and see how much play backwards and forwards and in and out on that chain. As you can see, there isn't any, so that is a good chain. So I'll leave it there. Tune in for the next videos. Remember to like, share and subscribe.